7 years ago, I was helping to get accommodation in Unilag, and in my first 3 years, I made less than 50 million in sales. Now, after 7 years, we've done more than 21 billion in sales with over 260 clients and 400 apartment units sold. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how exactly we're able to achieve over 20 billion in sales. No motivation, no fluff. I'll be giving you the exact strategy on how you will grow step by step into the big organization we run today. Stay with me because at least one of these will change how you see real estate and how you currently market your products. I'm Bright Okereke. I'm co-founder of Flinks Realty. And we currently develop properties on the mainland, majorly Surulere, Yaba, Ikeja. Over the past few years, we've been able to do over 20 billion worth of sales selling those properties. And there are a couple of things that we learned that completely changed the game for us. One of the most important parts is time. So in selling 21 billion, right, we did not do it overnight. The first year we started, right, within the first year, between 2017 and 2020, we sold less than 50 million. So for first 3 years, all we sold was 3 million. Now in 2020, it started to change. So in 2020, sales went up and we're able to do in just this 1 year over 80 million. And then in 2021, we launched our first development project, and we're able to do on that project around over 180 million. Then 2022, we did around 220 plus. 2023 was when things started to improve, right? And then we're able to do over 800. 2024, things blew up. We did over 5 billion. And then 2025, we did almost 10 billion. And 2026, our sales numbers are still growing. Now, if you look at this, you realize that most of these 20 billion happened in the last 12 months. And a lot of times, people don't stay doing one thing long enough for them to see it compound like this. So they start something, it gets hard, they quit. They start another thing, it gets hard, they quit. But we stayed with real estate for 9 years. 9 years of consistently building. And that's how we're able to sell that much. Because the 20 billion was not just one lucky sale or two lucky sales. This is spread across selling over 400 apartment units. So you have to consistently be selling every time. If you share, that's maybe selling more than 10 units every month. Now, I'm going to be showing you some of the important things that you need to do while you're waiting. So it's not just enough for you to stay in one industry long enough. You have to do the right thing, because I've met a lot of people that they started when we started, but they've not been able to achieve the result we've achieved in that same time frame. One of the major things that you have to do when you want to see compounding growth is you have to stick to your niche. A lot of times people think if I sell more products, if I sell more things, I will get more customers. But it's really the truth. One of the things that changed the game for us in 2020 was in 2020 we went to set up an office in Lekki Phase 1. We were marketing all the fancy properties, we're selling land in Ekpe, also selling fancy building in Lekki Phase 1, also selling apartment complex in Yaba. And we did that for 2020 and realized that all our sales came from selling apartments in Yaba. Now, instead of us to continue selling every other thing, we killed every other business we had and we just focused on that one niche, selling apartments on the mainland. And what happened? It kept growing. Now people know us for that one thing, and our sale continued to grow. I remember one time I met one realtor and I recommended to him that, see, don't sell for too many developers, don't sell too many apartments, choose 3 and focus on it. And he was like, no, he will not sell this, that. And I asked him, how much have you sold this year? And he said less than 100 million. And I'm like, the least person that works in our companies sold over 500, and all he sold was just Flinks properties, Flinks units, Flinks apartments that is specific to just mainland. And that person did over 500. We have people doing over 1 billion in sales just selling that. But you have everything on your template. You have all the property in the world, but yet you can't sell anyone because nobody knows you for anything. So if you want to make real money and you want to consistently compound, you have to niche down so that people will know this is who you are, this is the kind of properties you sell. So when they need that kind of properties, they will know if they come to you, they will find it. The next thing you need to do is you need to be consistent with your work ethic. So what does a bad day look like for you? Now, what you need to do is you have to make sure that your bad day, the day you do not work hard, is better than someone else's best day. So the theory I have in my head is, if you want to do something like this, is your bad day should be better than working from 9 to 5. So somebody that is just working 9 to 5, your bad day is you work harder than that person. If not, there's no way you're going to compound to this level. I met one friend of mine who, he has been in business just as long as I have, and we're talking. He was like, right, how come we've been doing real estate just about the same time, and I don't even have a car, and then you are making this much money? And I asked him, okay, what's your money like? What do you do in money? And he's like, well, it's not really the same, Some days I go to site, some days I may not have anybody, I'll just stay in my house, I'll press my phone, blah, blah, blah. Turns out he has not been working consistently. He mostly stays at home and sleep. But he has been in real estate for 9 years. So if you want to build something like that, you have to make sure your work ethic is very, very consistent. Every day you show up at the office and you work. You work from morning till night. You don't press your phone during the day. You actually work. When you work. Because that's the only thing that will help you compound your time. When we first started Flinks, one of the things that happened was we have this we called half day. Half day is you have a plan already set for that day. You want to take a day off. We call it half day off. Half day off means you close by 5. So when I talk to my partner, I'm like, hey, today how far? I want to take a day off today. I just want to do half day. It means once it's 5 o'clock, I'm going home. Because normally we used to work till 10. So you take half day, maybe you have babe that's coming over, or you have some arrangements you want to do, you go and do your thing. Now, that's the level of work it takes to build something that will compound to this level. And if you're not ready to put that level of work, you will not have it compound, because it's not just by mouth. Your work has to show it. Now, after you are consistent with your work ethic, one thing you need to do is you need to set big goals. So it's not just enough that you are working, is you also have to plan to hit those goals. So I've only met my goal 1 year since my entire career, and that was like 2024. Every year I always set a goal that I'll probably not meet. But what it does is it pushes me to do more. Elon Musk has this quote. He said, take your 10-year goal, what you want to achieve in 10 years, and set a goal to achieve it in 6 months. He said you are going to fail, but you would have gone farther than somebody who just accepted that it's going to take 10 years to do it. And that's the philosophy I work with a lot. I take something really huge that's going to take really long, I set a shorter timeline, and I go at it. I will definitely fail. But what will happen is you'll be far along than somebody else who just did not set an aggressive goal. So if you don't have that ambition that you want to do that much, you don't have it written down, you don't write it down and constantly plan with your goal, you have no way you're actually going to sell that much. Now, the last thing I'm going to cover is you have to build a team, right? I did not sell 20 billion on my own. I had a mentor one time that had this philosophy. He said only him can make it first. For context, he's currently not in real estate anymore. He sells commodities. He has a shop where he sells things now. This was someone that was a developer. And what killed him was he's consistently ruining relationship with people because he was convinced that he alone is enough. You are not enough. You need a team. You need to build a team. So one of the things I focused in the past 3-4 years is building a team. So I spent a good amount of my time training people to sell. This is exactly what I'm also doing in this video. I'm trying to train you to know how to sell. Why? Because if you know how to sell, you probably sell our properties, which will also make more money for us, right? It's one of the core pillars of our strategy. The months where we make the most sales is not because I can run up and down and meet everybody, because I have a team within the company that I'm working with. I also have a team of realtors that I partner with. So you also can partner with them. Partner with people. Do not work alone. Build others. Create opportunities for other people to learn how to sell through you, so that you guys can partner and sell whatever you have to sell. If you do these things, you'll most likely increase your sales significantly. Now, bonus tip, right? There are a couple of things that you also have to do to make sure that you make a lot of money while selling real estate. Number one is you need to follow up on your old leads. There's this obsession salespeople have with, or realtors have with, new clients. So we have this thinking that the guy that is going to make it, that is going to buy from us tomorrow, is going to be this new guy that showed up from our Instagram today and then buys tomorrow. That rarely happens. More realistically is that person that has made inquiry 30 times, finally his wife has agreed and he's going to buy. So what you need to do is make sure you have a good follow-up system and follow up, call people, reach out to them. Today I met with one of my biggest clients and I realized that the first time he ever bought from me was in 2018. Now he buys over $1 billion every year from me. For like the past 3 years, almost every year without fail, we've done over $1 billion worth of transaction. And the first deal we did was 10K. That's how much I got. 10K. Why? Follow up. You build on this relationship. Now, because what makes it better as time goes is your follow up and your ability to maintain old relationship and build on them till they improve, till they scale. Now, another thing you also need to do is you need to make it easy for people to buy from you. One key strategy that I always work on is what's your offer? How do you make your property or your product very attractive for others? Things like mortgages help, things like payment plan help. Anything that will make it easier for people to buy from you, it's very important. Make that payment as easy as possible for the person to make. Once you do these things and you create good offers, you're going to sell. You are going to consistently sell with good enough time. You might not sell that much this year, but next year you probably sell more. And then with time you keep selling and one day you probably doing videos like this. So if you're looking to sell real estate, learn how to sell real estate, or you want to be a developer, you want to see the inside working on how development works, I'm going to be posting every week on this channel for you to see videos. So like, subscribe, and be expecting our next video. See you next time. I'm Bright Okereke.